2 more heats have concluded, and we have the results for you. Today you will find out who qualified from the 9th and 10th heat of this edition.
Sadly, the turnout fell somewhat from the last few heats, so we hope more of you will participate in the last 2 heats starting tomorrow. Still, we have results to present, so let's get to them.
I'm sure I don't have to explain the procedure again, as we have already done so each previous heat. Let us therefore instead jump straight to the first set of countries, which are Lesotho, Egypt, and Bir Tawil. An all-African trio of countries, one of which will for sure advance to the quarterfinals. And that one is Egypt.
Last edition, Egypt couldn't escape the preliminaries, but it evidently was a good call not to give up already with this first ever qualification to the quarterfinals. Congratulations! Well, with that, let's move to the next group of countries, which are Belarus, Russia, and Argentina. 2 very close Slavic nations against the first ever host country of this contest. Who goes through next? The second qualifier is Russia.
She indeed flies away with this qualification and continues Russia's streak of never missing out on the quarterfinals. Now, their track record in them is a bit more mixed, but perhaps Ekaterina is among their more successful artists? Either way, congratulations to you. Well, let's get to the next countries, which are Indonesia, Palmyra Atoll, and Montenegro. Was the biggest national selection in this contest's history a key to success for Indonesia? Can Montenegro surprise everyone again and get much further than anyone anticipated? Or will Palmyra Atoll finally take the last step over the qualification threshold after just barely missing it on their debut? Qualifier number 3 is Palmyra Atoll.
21 with her still in my hands, and I look.
They indeed take that final step after coming 8th in their heat last time. Congratulations for that. Well, 4 more qualifiers from this heat to go, so let's look at Akrotiri and Dikelia, the Philippines, and Lesotho. Akrotiri and Dikelia was a really tragic figure last edition, being high up in the odds only to surprisingly fail in the preliminaries. Can their returning debut artist bring them back to the quarterfinals? Or will one of the other 2 reach them after not qualifying from the preliminaries last time as well? The 4th qualifier from the 9th heat is Lesotho.
They may be a small African country that famously needed to borrow a scary Lithuanian witch-burning song for their debut, but they now qualified for their first ever quarterfinal. Congratulations to you! Now let's go over to the trio consisting of Saba, Ireland, and French Polynesia. We all remember the glorious 6th place Ireland got last edition with Molly Sterling. While the other 2 couldn't escape the preliminaries last time, French Polynesia only getting a total of 2 points even. Can this change now? Our next qualifier is Ireland.
The Irish success story continues. Who knows if it can lead to another appearance in the final, but this is at least a first step. We wish you the best from here on. Well, let's go over to the next set of countries, which are Argentina, Clipperton Island, and Bir Tawil. Argentina is the only one of these to ever qualify from the preliminaries, though the other two only participated once so far, so there's no need to worry yet. Of course, there is in the sense that one of these three is certainly out, so who doesn't have to fear being that one anymore? It is Clipperton Island.
Tu sais, j'avance seule, oui, tu verras. C'est loin de toi. Et j'aurais pu mille fois abandonner.
France itself couldn't really do much this edition, so this small French island is probably glad to outperform it this time. Well, this leaves us with just one more possible qualifier. 10 countries are still hopeful to get this spot, yet only one can do it. It was somewhat close once again. So who is the lucky one? The 7th qualifier is the Philippines.
Many might have doubted her, but Bella proves that the Philippines should not be underestimated this edition. Congratulations! Well, this sadly leaves the 9 remaining songs out of the remaining contest, though some of them could have very well qualified themselves. Perhaps next edition will be more successful for them. Well, we still have the 10th heat to get through, so let's go take a look at it. The procedure in this 10th heat will be the same as the 9th one. We will begin revealing the 7 qualifiers from this heat by looking at the first set of countries, which are Bermuda, Spain, and Algeria. Algeria is the only one of these 3 to never perform in a final, while Spain is the only one to ever not qualify in the preliminaries. Will they qualify this time? Or will one of the other 2 take it away? The first qualifier is Bermuda.
Looking down from above, all that matters is love.
Looks like a native artist can work just as well as their 2 borrowed ones so far, which is nice to see. Congratulations to you, Bermuda. Well, 6 more qualifiers to go, so let's next look at Papua New Guinea, Syria, and Midway Atoll. All 3 debuted last edition, with only Papua New Guinea getting out of the preliminaries then. Will they repeat that, or will one of the other 2 do it now? The second qualifier is Midway Atoll.
I've given all I have. I can be what you need.
Today really seems to work out for these small American islands. Given that both Palmyra and now Midway did it, there aren't any more of them in the running today, but an impressive achievement nevertheless. Well, let's go and look at the next set of countries, which are Guyana, St. Martin, and Colombia. 3 American countries hopeful for a spot in the quarterfinals. Only one of them is guaranteed to get it, which is Colombia.
Se potessi dirti che qui la paura non età, tu fissala forte dentro gli occhi, spara al centro qui la notte non ci fa.
Yet another country to never fail in the preliminaries so far, and one to give at least a bit of hope to South America after its mixed success this edition so far. Let's see who else gets some success by looking at Vietnam, Yemen, and Vatican City. All three got their songs revealed quite late, obviously, but whose song made enough of an impact in that short time to qualify today? It is Vatican City.
How can I measure this love? It's the cosmos that grows without bounds. It's the stride of the tide.
The Eternal semi-finalist took another step to at least continue its trend, maybe even break it this time by going to the final. Either way, congratulations to you. This leaves us with just 3 more qualifiers, the first of which will be either Alderney, Algeria, or Spain. Will Luke Black reach another final in this contest, or will one of the other two get their moment of glory? The next qualifier to the quarterfinals is Spain.
Estamos juntos, volvemos a separarnos. Me duele el corazón, voy perdiendo la ilusión.
Lucia managed to finally stop Spain's downward trend, which reached their worst ever result last edition. Perhaps it's a first step for another final? That will be decided at a later point, but now, let's look at the set consisting of Guyana, Gabon, and Syria. None of these ever made it to a quarterfinal, so one will celebrate a premiere today, while at least one other will fail once again. The one to qualify and become the 6th quarterfinalist from this heat is Syria.
After being robbed last edition, Syria redeems itself this time by qualifying. Congratulations! Well, with that, only one spot remains, which will be revealed now. Who made it still? Many countries could have taken this spot, yet only one was strong enough to actually do it. And that one, that will be qualifier number 7 from this 10th heat. It's Bosnia and Herzegovina.
After flopping in the preliminaries 2 times, Bosnia and Herzegovina at last gets to another round once more. Congratulations for that. Now this also means the end for the remaining songs, which still pulled up good fights to qualify here. Maybe you will do so in a future edition. But for now, that's it for you.
Well, for the 7 qualifiers, as well as the qualifiers from the 9th heat, it's not over yet, so let's see where we see them next.
As always, we conducted a single draw over all these qualifiers, with no more than 2 and no less than 1 allowed in each quarterfinal. The allocation of Bermuda and Ireland will be conducted next week, when the second draw of all non-allocated countries so far is held.
And that's it from us. Tomorrow, you get to vote in the last 2 heats for this edition. As for us, I'm back for the first quarterfinal, while Dagmara will join me again for its results. Now, as far as you are concerned, I think the Vicinity Vision results are about to be revealed if they haven't surprisingly been moved on short notice, so go over there, I guess. Bye!